has got special, well, not opening, I suppose, but Earth Spirit Bloodseeker picked 3 games in a row by newbie to reach the grand finals in TI7, and LFY just let him do it.
I'm actually surprised
blows my mind.
that seeing the Bloodseeker come back, we saw the Tiny Bloodseeker, and then everybody bans the Tiny because it's like that's the combo, and then nobody picks the Earth Spirit with the Bloodseeker. This feels like the natural alternative. The Tiny Rupture, and you hit. I mean, it's one of the.
It's just the synergy of easy lockdown and then the
Blood Right as well. Yeah.
Feel the
How
chill.
good is that? Like double melee offlane, you're literally playing around Blood Right and Roll against the troll. Sure, you have that silence, so you get a couple of hits before action, but if the troll
better get ready.
the action as the silence comes in, I'm not seeing
There's no damage.
such an innate strong lane that we've seen from other teams, right? But in theory, it's still going to be able to have a strong game. You're going to get potential, even farm. It's just Team Unique. They have such a strong lane.
This one is
pressure
in the
DB
bag.
and troll
And not
should be
one
able
of
to
those
get
drag bags
I
that a
do
lot of
feel
you are
like if
using.
Con plays
A
the lane
royal
bot
bag
lane, or
well beyond
but if they
your
play
petty
the lane right with the Bloodseeker and the Earth
Let's
Spirit,
go.
I think they should be able to push the first wave. I think they should be able to get a level advantage. I don't see how Oracle Troll will outpush a Bloodseeker
Forward.
and an Earth Spirit. Like if he starts kick first, which a lot of people are doing, you just Blood Right the first wave, kick the first wave, and play with the level
Here's
advantage.
ice in your
play
eye.
with the pull, kill the Oracle. Like I think they should hypothetically win this lane in a vacuum.
My eyes
We'll
bites
see.
deep.
30 seconds to showtime.
Now for the old razzle-dazzle.
I move.
I admit nothing but my sadness that you're
Okay, I'm
gone.
just making
Swiftly.
okay, if they play like dog shit, obviously all the analysis falls out the window.
That is true.
I'm just saying people mess up lanes.
By
Speaking
right,
of,
as well as by
we got the odds coming out. EGB heavily favoring Team Unique, much like our panelists. They are certainly going to be the heavy favorites moving into this. Do you think that's actually
Once
And here we go.
ice shot.
Even if this Bloodseeker pushes lane in,
It's
I think
all
Troll
fun
has
and games
a free
until
farm.
someone's
I don't think
frozen
they have enough
solid.
dive potential in this Bloodseeker Earth Spirit because you have to save from Oracle.
It's
So I
not
think
time
overall,
yet.
all Unique lanes should go well, and
I thought as
they're
much.
scary. Once you jump into the lines of Unique, they don't have a lot right now. They're playing around the TB, but because of the Venom lane, the TB timing might not ever really
To battle.
until much later when Unique have already isolated for it. Favoring Unique for now.
I would go Unique too,
I'll
just 'cause I
freeze you
feel like
fast.
it's really hard to put any pressure on them with the Veno Invoker. Like all of these heroes are
Down
so disruptive.
you
and
go.
I think the TB versus the trolls is enough of like a sick troll counter to just out carry by farming the jungle. I don't think that's gonna
the
happen.
last words? Unique?
Yes.
I'll go Unique as well. I think the draft is good. Well, our just sticking up.
No, it's not just
Our draft
The ice will
do not
spike.
have a unique prediction, but we certainly have a unique casting combination. Please take it away.
Into the breach.
Answer action.
I'll not argue. Agreed. Here I come.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest cast you've ever heard. It's Dota Capitalist and me, your friend Slash,
Attack.
casting the beautiful game in the divine region.
Yeah, we actually, the reason we
Indeed.
came up with this cast is we read in Twitch chat that somebody was missing the LD Mott duo, so we decided to
Aha.
do a little bit of throwback and a double play-by-play. People have been really
Gotcha.
searching for more of that.
Absolutely one of the most famous casts in history. We have double play-by-play with a special treat for you. One of us will take one team, the other will take another.
Let's go.
And the play-by-play will never end.
We
will-
talked about this, and I specifically talked about why that's
Faster.
a bad idea.
That's the
because,
idea.
I
But
mean, I
be
just hope
better.
we don't get one-sided games.
If one
I
team
will take
goes
you.
20-2, one caster will be completely silent as the game begins. And I, of course,
To battle.
choose my boys, Khan. I love Khan.
You chose Khan.
I
You were
choose
supposed to
Khan.
go against Khan.
I love Khan. Khan is my boys. I love them so. I've casted many of their games
Fangs
for
of ice.
completely random, the games they put me on. Sometimes it could be secret. It just
Swiftly.
happens to pick Khan often.
Did you never make that connection?
Wait a minute.
That you were casting when
Into
Khan
the
was
breach.
playing?
Wait a minute.
The quality of the cast matched the quality of the team.
Oh, no.
Agreed.
Oh no!
Meanwhile, Unique, That's a real team right there. All right?
I'll not
Some
argue.
pub star stack. I mean, sure, you look at Con, there's a lot of good names in
Yeah,
there, individually
absolutely.
strong players. They're not a team. Not like Unique. Do you think Con could
I
possibly
moved.
come close to taking a game off Secret?
Oh my god, you sound like just
Indeed.
like the feudal tribes that thought the same thing about Genghis before he wiped them out.
Down.
I'm sure they were just famous. I'm sure they were unique until Genghis came in and took
I thought
their
as much.
society.
This is not where the cash should go.
Go! You're casting. You got unique.
Get him, Illusion.
Yes.
Illusion. With the big battery assault damage. Ooh, BCC, if he gets here, they can actually get this kill. Look
Forward.
at that body blocking. That is teamwork right there, Slacks. It
Jesus
takes
Christ.
a team
I'll
of
not
people
argue.
to be able to win a Dota game, Slacks. And that is the trio of Unique.
Not with you. I'm under attack.
Quite good so far.
So your
20 and
prediction?
2 could potentially
the
be
breach.
where we go. But
Radiant
let's not
structures
forget
must
the
have been
strength of
fortified.
Con and their incredible. Oh shit.
Swiftly.
Oh no!
Teamwork. The first combo they
I thought
pull
as
off
much.
goes terribly.
Regeneration.
This is a full bias cast. We are both professional
move.
esports people, but we are bringing it to you here as a tester. If you like the full bias cast,
Attack.
go ahead and
Allies where I
add.
Dota Capitalist, if you enjoyed this cast, and if you
Down.
have criticism, if you have any negative feedback, or if you just want to say, God, please no, be sure to lynch
Indeed.
her action Slacks now.
I was trying to think of who is actually the most biased Dota 2 caster, and I can't think of
Yes.
What? Because they're all equally biased.
one. Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
I hate all of them. Thus why I am not a caster. Anyway, back to the game. Here we go. That guy.
Let's go.
Do you even know the players on your team?
Absolutely. Here comes the kid coming
This'll
out.
come in handy.
Stupendous.
Powerful rainbows. He doesn't
Here I
even
come.
activate the rainbow on
Hate to
that
be
one,
your
but he
mid
doesn't
tower
need
right
to.
about now.
Team Unique. So weak. They are pushed out of the lane to make room for that big D
Battle.
Terror Blade. Just an incredible amount of damage coming up from the bottom. No poke anywhere lane at all.
During Metamorphosis, yes,
During
which is a very long cooldown, and eventually you'll see Venomancer pressure that TV. The scary part, of course, is the fact that you can create that Venomancer illusion and put the poison sting, but VCC, he's well aware of the risks that come along in this lane.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, Khan going for
Agreed.
that Oracle, but decide to let him live as a sign of pity. Meanwhile, still forcing out these
Here I
two
come.
very weak laners down at the bottom. Just a hard counter on Terrorblade for both of these heroes and the enchant.
Down.
Laying into the damage. Capitalist. Zero hope that these guys will be able to win this lane. Look at this damage coming out right
Swiftly.
now from your boys, Khan. Naive, not even looking to get that literally free kill as he goes for the play board.
Swift as the wolves of Ice Rock.
Playboards, I've seen this matchup a couple times, and I thought part of the problem with Playboards
Drop
is
it.
TV just kind of deals with it pretty easily. But I think
not
what
time
we've
yet.
got our mind in here is that we're going to eventually push the TV out of lane where they take that nice and early.
I've
Nice,
got goosebumps.
Completely
Faster.
mistiming of that stun there, allowing my boy to roll out. Meanwhile, look at the last hit.
Yes.
Puck absolutely decimating with 3 denies versus 2. And 17 last hits.
Into the
mid lane
breach.
going quite in the favor of
Missing
Team
top.
Yeah, but that's expected. At this point, the Invoker, it's not going to win the
Agreed.
CS matchup, but what he's going to do is
Dire went and
out-rotate the
fortified their structures.
I mean, Puck does have a real pop-off
Indeed.
potential here. It really comes down to the look at that glyph preventing that like a true coward
Forward.
as he tornadoes him
Yeah,
away.
but if he was better, he would have glyphed once the tornado, because you don't take the damage until you land the tornado.
I'll not argue.
Tornado. That
He
was
could have
the
done
play.
it. Meanwhile, mid lane, my boy Anton Mio going into that invoker, forcing a TP out. Incredible TP here from First Spirit.
Back.
been
Perfectly
wanting
on the
this.
guy who TP'd in. Maybe kind of missing his target, but not really, as he's gonna go for trying to
I
finish it. The
move.
body block comes out. And,
Your
you know,
top
it was
tower's
okay.
getting all
Oh,
banged
look
up.
at that, the root down from
Let's
Illusion.
go.
Oh, where's your meta now, Zach? Oh, look, Susia. I think Susia's gonna die as well. Oh, what?
On.
Okay, if he placed that ward right there and blocks in that camp, he 100% gets the
Meanwhile, in the
kill.
mid lane, going back in on that Oracle, trying to find a kill. And
Nice, take
they
you.
will have to walk away. The intelligent move to back up and not give away a free kill.
I thought as much.
Again, you know, it's individually strong-ish players, But if you look at it, they're actually the failed players of other rosters.
I move.
Like Cheshire Cat, Power Rangers, you know, like couldn't really make it work. Pikachu, just a weaker version.
Your mid
and
tower
brother
needs a
of
little
Iceberg.
help.
It's just the list goes on and on.
Such a beloved player.
Meanwhile,
Faster.
Unique. Every single one of them top of their class.
Sure. And we all know how much the community
Here I
loves
come.
BZZ and his beautiful pugness. Thank you, Cap.
I mean, that
true hero.
He's just a winner.
Forward.
True hero of the community.
Think about how much money that man made off of that.
Millions. Here we go.
I thought as
Metamorphosis
much.
onto that very weak Metamancer. Absolutely obliterates. Even going to take out the wards as well. Running for his life. With
Indeed.
pathetic clockwork. Trying to do what he can. 3 heroes chasing him down. And what is he going to do? Run like a coward. Get
The
caught
ice
up
was
by
white.
this Mr. Rockman. My boy, Gilger. Learning from
Ice
Prince,
Maiden.
he says. Oh, that's
Ah.
You know what's really pathetic is the fact that Klon had to
My
try lane. They couldn't
deepest
just take out a 2-on-2 like
Let's
normal
go.
people. You know what that
I
means?
admit
Well,
nothing but my sadness that you're
Maybe
gone.
you don't die. Well, maybe perhaps you know
Swiftly.
nothing about friendship. Most people would like to hang out with the
Now
same
for the
people.
old razzle
And you
dazzle.
betray your casting partners.
Yes.
They betray their teammates. Constantly did in attempts to get
Into
even
the
more
breach.
clout. Actually,
I'll not argue.
not playing like
You know,
My
we
eyes
already saw the
are
Reddit comments for this one. It's gonna be like the cloud clip. They'd be like, yeah, it was funny. You should see Slack trying to pull it off.
Agreed.
It's humorous, but you could see
you
he's
can see
really,
in his
there's
eyes.
a lot of truth there underneath.
Your mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
Into the breach.
Oh boy, but anyway, this is just completely in the favor of Khan
Yes.
right now. Puck still leading the last hits with Terrorblade right behind and Bloodseeker, all extremely powerful.
battle.
Only a team like Khan would be able to pick up this off-meta hero like Bloodseeker and do what OG
Off-medic could be literally copying
I'll not argue.
exactly what Secret did.
off-meta
Regeneration.
Oracle Troll
Not
using
yet.
Bloodseeker? Yes, very unique and
OG tried
innovative.
to do it, and not even they could do it, whereas Khan
Ah.
is succeeding unbelievably well.
Yes, you mentioned
How
OG,
nice.
but they're literally copying how Secret did it.
Yeah.
They saw this duo
I
and said,
move.
Bloodseeker's really good, right? Because there's a number of reasons, right?
Yeah.
JT, they can't protect against pure damage. The
Faster.
fact that Oracle, somebody goes low, you keep them at that
Stupendous.
health, which means Bloodseeker max movement speed all the time.
Your mid tower's
Yes,
coming
they try
apart.
to learn. Meanwhile, down in the bottom lane, we see Enchantress doesn't have the mana for that big
He's got big
tower.
charges.
Fangs of
He's
ice.
got 10 of them. My God, you know, if that was a con player, he would have used his stick charges. Meanwhile, a double
God.
damage rotation down to the bottom lane. Double damage,
I'll
puck
fix
damage,
that.
decimation. 3-2 already. Here, 8 minutes. But,
Here's ice in your
incredible
eye.
job by Con.
We got the late game.
Here I come.
Troll. That's a troll. Always good to have a troll.
Incoming on the
Forward.
con yet again. They are going to go ahead and double damage, insta-lock down that.
He had a double damage.
He still
You knew he had a double damage. You saw
Swiftly.
it.
This is my favorite part of this cast is that your analytical brain won't let you just ignore their mistakes, whereas I can't notice them.
Let's go.
So everything
You're so in love with your team that everything they do is
Radiant's
beautiful.
gone and fortified their
I don't know puck
structures.
skills. Hey, this is incredible. Meanwhile, Khan going on another aggressive one. Nice kick there from
He kicked him out of the
The other fella's top tower's been disowned.
bleeding.
So what if I swag
Our team boo-boo.
Agreed.
That's what the Oracle said.
Let the fun begin.
Your team is winning, so
R stands for rupture. When heroes
Yes.
bleed.
jeez, look at that block from Khan. Excellent block from that chicken, and now Unique. Taken out yet again, just utter domination from this team. Incredible, Catalyst. Absolutely incredible.
God disposed.
What are you doing? Stop it. This is physically painful for you.
No, it's fine. By God, I'll see this through. Unique, you better
That'll help you keep an eye on there. Your mid tower ain't doing too well.
To the
No, but I mean, you're right, though. Unique does have some definitely ways to win this game.
It just
Should
keeps
they
getting
make it
better.
that far with the Troll Warlord? Very strong
get him.
hero in the right
The ice will
circumstances
spike.
can tank a lot of the stuff.
I think a lot of times they're just gonna, I think a lot of it's gonna come down to the Clockwork. They needed the Clockwork to have a good game, and they can still have a chance when he picks up his level 6 that they'll start being able to start fights, because it's a downside of having an offlaner and Venomancer,
Here I
right?
come.
He's just not gonna be,
Oh, here we go. Initiation onto that, but they're going to turn it around. Cap! Wait, they're not turning it around.
Drop it.
Oh no,
Killing
they're
that guy.
illusion.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. Oh, he's stick charges.
Forward.
That's why he saved the stick slack. He saved the 10 stick charges earlier for this. He could see the future.
Good
I
God, what
move.
a genius. As that gank is postponed, not failed in any way.
Into the
Simply
breach.
Strategically getting rid of those essential stick charges.
Might
for
want to
the
check
game.
your bottom tower.
It's like League of Legends when they blow a flag. He blew a flag! The ability doesn't have it anymore.
Blink is down! The hypest thing of that game. In the top lane, initiation
Down.
Troll Warlord. But
Oh, nice.
yeah.
That was beautiful. Whirling axes, TP out, right? Two right-click heroes.
Let's go.
Knew he was going to be able to survive, and what's even better, never mind.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say he didn't TP back to base,
I'll
but he
not
did.
argue.
Okay, well,
I was going to say very
Your
farm
mid
efficient,
tower's
not to
coming
TP
apart.
back. Okay, BZZ's dead again.
absolutely another
battle.
fantastic rotation onto that Venomancer. So weak, so pathetic, some would say, as Puck is just going absolutely
thought as
bonkers.
much.
That Invoker completely missing from this match, as we thought this would be a
Oh, the hook
perfect-
shot in the back line, the
Agreed.
Clockwork. He's going for Suzuya, and he can't get out of the EMP.
no.
He's going to get burned.
Nice job on that
Your
kill.
mid tower
but
needs a
my
little
boy,
help.
Puck, you know him, you love him. He's a juke master. The creeps did not get juked by Puck, but all
Here's
of the other
ice in
team
your
did.
eye.
As he faked his way out.
You know what's really sad is that BZZ
Ice, take you.
sacrificing himself in order to make sure the tower goes down.
Almost feel bad for your
completely
top
fell into
tower.
that trap. They
Yes.
didn't deny the tower. They were so confident. They were just
Them
like, this
dire
is an
buildings
easy
are
guy's
tough
free
as
kills.
nails
Oh
for
no, why
now.
do we need to kill the
Your
tower?
mid tower's in a bit of a bind.
Nice pickup
Ready,
by
dude.
Illusion there.
Agreed.
Okay, but Khan taking that easy,
Bad
another
news about your mid
sacrifice.
tower.
You think sacrificing your Venomancer is a big deal? That's
Into the
your
breach.
heart carry for a tower. Now that
But
is a commitment.
you know what they say. You're not an analyst, so you probably don't understand this. But
I'll
people
freeze your
hold
back.
the safe lane tower much higher regard than the mid lane tower. Mid lane tower is nothing. It's in the
My
middle of the
eyes
map.
fight
How could it be
deep.
worth anything?
Yep.
You know, it's surrounded by a bunch of other towers.
Much like
the
our-
safe lane tower, very important.
Yes. But
So the
Let's
trade-off
go.
here, Unique taking the safe lane tower, very good.
I understand. I mean, some people value their hair so much that they'll
Indeed.
full pocket, and then later they'll just get rid of their
Ah.
hairstyle like it meant nothing and shave themselves bald.
Swiftly.
Why would anyone do that? It's just not highly valued, and then that will come back for them in the end.
You know, much like just
Here I
being able
come.
to complete the analysis of a team and just fully recognize both their strengths and weaknesses, it's better to come to terms with who you are as a person and
I
just
thought as much.
accept the inevitable fate that's currently happening.
Yeah, it's kind of like having a girlfriend versus being. Oh, fuck you, Ed.
I move.
Shit. Well, whatever. Well,
Where was that go?
I mean, I don't know.
Forward.
I don't know.
I was gonna say having a serious relationship instead of having a girlfriend, but I think we actually are in a very serious relationship.
I'll not argue.
5 years.
Well, congratulations.
Something.
Good for her.
I hope she's not
She's
listening.
dealt with it.
Ah.
There you go.
She's dealt.
Here we go, yet again, that classic battle.
Okay, we had a momentary
Back.
pause, so I just want to say, pause on our commentary.
Sure.
Con is really surprising me in how good they've
Swiftly.
actually been able to put up a fight.
Back up,
'Cause
back up,
What
back
we've
up.
seen from them
There's like 5
so
here
far
now.
was not terribly.
And I gotta say, they really used the puck to their strength. They know what they can, but
Feel
this
it.
is where Con typically starts to fall apart. They've actually had pretty decent laning phases, and then when it comes to mid-game fights, late-game fights, we've seen them falling off, so.
Go.
Yeah, this is nice though. They are keeping up with a team that, I mean, have these
Jump
guys
here, though.
Like, they've been doing very well, haven't they? I'm pretty sure.
Unique.
Unique, yes.
They haven't been doing the best because they still ended up in the lower bracket.
Oh,
So, they continued their score, which I had in my head earlier. I think they fell just short of getting first place. Yeah, that's what it was. They got beat up by Hellraisers
yeah.
battle.
for first place.
So-
So they went 4-1, which is super close. But they lost to Hellraisers 1-2.
On.
Nice.
great
So
here.
yeah, I mean, sarcastic commentary side from both of us. Must say that Con is doing a very nice job here, but we'll see if they can actually keep that up. Me, like my boys, know that we can
rolls
keep it
of
up
ice.
all
Can't do
night
nothing about
long.
dire
They will
structures
never
right now.
fall in this game. This will be the
Yeah,
Over here!
Here we go. Absolutely
Time yet?
managing to break that smoke and save the rest of her team.
No.
Well done there by the Enchantress.
I like the combination they threw with the Oracle too. Put him on top of the Clockwork. That's a combo you can use for the entirety of the game. Especially if you can, before Force Staffs come into play, it's a really good way to just keep people in place so the Clockwork can just keep going, baby.
Absolutely. But we do have a problem here. This is that standard Terrorblade is simply free farming situation here that's a little bit scary. Initiation
Hook
by
shot.
the clock.
Missed, hit the creeps. A little bit sad. Friendly fire there. Oh, Terrorblade's coming in to fight too.
Terrorblade taking it out
Ice
now.
never done.
Excellent kill by Con as they go onto the Oracle.
Into the breach.
As soon as they can, but they find a better target. Easier to kill your boy Venomancer, as they've done so many times before. Venomancer
Swift
gonna
with
stick
rolls
that
of ice
stinky
trap.
all over everybody. The stinky will hurt. I think our boy knows he's not gonna make it out. He starts to TP.
Agreed.
If anyone else gets close, that Centaur could have stomped and actually canceled that TP, so very lucky there. Great
I thought as
teamwork as
much.
always, not letting Centaur stomp your TP in support.
I would like to see Unique.
Wow!
Nice from Naive.
Let's go.
Sunder to be able to just keep farming because he's still got plenty of time to meta, so he wants to be able to clear through this as
I
much
move.
as possible. Terrible player though.
I mean,
I don't know
great,
how he's doing.
great
It's
play.
just awful.
Here comes the tornado. Go ahead.
Yes.
Good pick up on Shesher's camp. What they want to do, they really want to take this mid tower. I just want them
I'll
to be
not
able to
argue.
fight around their Venom wards a little bit more. I feel like that's part of the problem that they're having with BZT is he's putting himself so
Illusion.
far forward very often, and he doesn't have some of his teammates around him. It's difficult to fight into
Down
those wards.
you
They just play
go.
around it a little bit more. Nice job by 19 team, who gets the last hit before the Earth Spirit could come in for the deny.
Swiftly.
Trying to do everything they can, really dedicating whatever they can to this Troll Warlord. Meanwhile, Terrorblade is just at the top.
Agreed.
Much like
Stupendous.
Dota Capitalist and Join Dota, just putting everything into that, and eventually, let's see if
I'll
it
not
becomes
argue.
relevant.
Well, I think it's more like a slow build-up, you know?
It is,
More like the
yeah.
Troll where he's going to build
Here I
into his
come.
Battle Fury, and as he progresses through his career of a game, you know, he's just going to get stronger and stronger and better. He becomes honed by all the adversity that he has to go through.
Absolutely. That's actually, I agree with that a lot.
I thought as much.
Oh, stop it. That's gross. You're ruining this
Anyway,
countdown.
here we go.
I don't want to hear nice
Jason.
words from you.
On the
Yes.
clockwork, nice kick, and then decided he wasn't worth it yet again.
My temperature's dropping.
Kills here.
Forward.
Just keeping complete domination of the map. 7K net worth ahead
So
despite
what if I swagger?
Into the breach.
being the same kills. Terrorblade is just farming his lights out right now. And Unique not really having
I move.
the only person that is doing anything that's not clumped up is Benno, pushing in the bottom lane.
Faster.
Yeah, he wants to be able to sit there, farm up some jungle and stuff, but Unique really got to get some map control back. I want them to go fight. I can't believe they needed to go fight when it was still down.
Sure.
But sadly, all they got was that tier 1 tower. So now at this point,
Into the breach.
Unique probably need to be able to play away from that hero. Awkward. Push him back into the rest of your team, which is coming in. He's going to be blocked out. Nice hit. Battery cell there. Even if he could roll away from on the other side. Just a matter of putting us together, gang.
No breaking down the radiant structures like this. There goes one of the other fellas mid-tower.
The bubble initiates and then keep Papa Khan in the back.
Send in the cannon fodder.
The cannon fodder. The construct.
Unique, meanwhile, they value every life on their team. They're all
Beautiful. Bunch of hippies on
Agreed.
Unique, and not one single person is taking life. The vegan equivalent of a Dota 2 team. Nothing, there's anything wrong with that.
yeah, what's wrong with vegans?
Literally nothing. I wish I had the talent to be a vegan.
Same.
I respect the vegan. Yeah, friends. It is. It's good for everything.
Forward.
Except for the taste buds. But I respect people that can put
Not
that away
yet.
and say, you know what, I have a cause. A good friend of mine went vegan for the
I
cause.
move.
He loved everything. He loved meat. He loved wasting food and burning trees. And then he said, no, no
Fangs of
longer.
ice.
Turns out this is bad.
He was halfway through eating a cow and burning down a forest. He
Fangs
said,
of ice.
enough of this. No more. Sunstrike? Oh no!
Down
That
you
tornado
go.
drop.
Well, you know what? They really do value life. As you
Let's
said,
go.
Cap, even their enemies must be spared.
Oh, that was awkward. I think he got caught up in the fact that there was a
Back.
team fight coming behind that.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be able to tornado and hit some of the back line as well, and just kind of mistimed it with the Sunstrike.
Indeed.
Yeah, but such things happen with Invoker. The tornado, extremely difficult
not
spell to
fun yet.
land. Sometimes can be unfortunate, but it can be so good. So.
Yes.
Not the biggest flub in the world. Meanwhile, down at the top, we have Terribly farming, and the rest of the team's really smoking in, looking for that inevitable initiation.
I
They're
thought
on
as much.
past the clock. Clock almost broke that smoke in time to save Venom's life, but now they're going to go on Venom. Here comes the
Here I
team.
come.
Absolute domination of the Venomancer. Clock still in a nice position, but Oracle in some serious trouble here. They can operate on Oracle. Easy pickup by Bloodseeker. Tornado!
ED right here.
They will hit no one at this tower. What a... Actually, I have to say, again, impressive movement by Khan. They actually bait out
Faster.
the Terrorblade, smoke the rest of the team, go in and looking for who's going to initiate on the Terrorblade. That was actually really good.
I think the core concept of what Unique
Your top tower's
wanted
in
to do
trouble.
there is not wrong. Because we're going to watch
I
our
thought as much.
Clockwork give
Thank
up his
you.
life to
Ooh,
save the Joker.
Whip the ult there, not a big deal.
The other fella's bottom tower's done for.
Into the breach.
But I think that the idea is that they bait out the Venomancer. The problem is that they
Indeed.
just didn't execute their early game well enough. Like
Yeah.
BZZ fell behind enough. Like he was supposed to
Let's
take that
go.
early
Pick
tower,
first.
like not die quite as many times. He gets to a point where he's strong enough, he has utility to
Here I
survive
come.
through this initiation. He gets off the Poison Nova.
This'll
They get a
come in
subsequent
handy.
team fight afterwards that looks really good. But the Venomancer gets jumped on right away. It all comes down to just some misplays early on that is snowballed against them.
Yes.
And it's hard to be able to recover, especially with Venomancer at this point in the game. So what I'm saying is the fundamentals are there for Unique. They have the absolute right ideas. It's just, you know, rough start to the game. They're waking up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll not argue.
This might be the one that you're thinking of, Camp. These guys are smoking in. Take them. It's your team.
Oh, they're just rushing into the high
battle.
ground. This is
Double damage!
nice full snap. Dash really important for their initiation. He wants to resource that initiation, take him out, have an opportunity to force buybacks on Roche. Look at that alacrity troll.
That is taking that Roshan incredibly.
Oh, look at this. He's going in. He's going to make sure they get this Roshan. He is sacrificing himself because that's a team play right there, baby. Give it up so you can take the...
Yeah, my boy! Gilger, the god himself, buys back, steals the roast. Thank you so much, Team Unique, for that beautiful present. And you run away, getting absolutely destroyed by Gilger God. He learned from Crit, and this game is looking like a complete disaster.
I know.
Literally hand packaged a Roshan to the glory that is on. Will they catch nice net on the Invoker? He's draining a lot of that mana, not a bad move as they pop it.
Roche won't be stopping around no more.
And the silence is almost off, and what a just, you know, I gotta give it out to you.
I move.
So much.
Into the breach.
That was an incredibly good idea from Unique. Illusion made such a sick move by making that initiation and blocking out that entire path. It all would have worked except for Gilger got lucky.
Gilger got lucky. Write it down. Gilger
That top
haters.
tower of yours
For the
ain't
rest
doing
of
so
us
good.
on planet Earth, Gilger God.
That was really
Here's
sick.
ice in your eye.
Have fun trying to bust down radiant
hyping it up,
structures
and then I
now.
see Aegis snatched by Gilger.
Top
Oh,
tower's
deflated. It all went out of me.
Oh my my goodness. But I mean, this has actually been a really great match. Very
Cold
competitive to
in
watch
here.
these two guys go.
Earth.
The
Attack.
question here becomes, is Unique actually going to be able to get the power off with this Troll Warlord? I mean,
My
you
eyes
can see
fight
because they're like fighting back at such a net worth deficit that they like the components are
Agreed.
there to be able to win fights, to be able to win this game. It's just every single time it feels like they're
Here
just
I
a
come.
bit too far behind.
Over here now.
Monster kill. They seem like we're
You can come out to that tin can anytime. I miss.
Did they get spotted out?
Dire structures looking fortified.
So they know there's zeros on the high
They're
ground.
meaning
They
to
quickly
smash that bottom tower here.
It feels kind of safe.
Yes.
They're gonna go in.
This guy did so hard.
The other fellas couldn't save that top tower or bottom tower.
Mio, mucho en fuego, this kid.
I'll freeze you fast.
Please enter the in-game tag that deals Mio. I beg you. Nice kick out of. They have
Let's
not
go.
communicate that a little bit better, guys. It's like the fourth time.
Okay.
Okay,
There's nobody else here.
This is looking pretty damn good, though.
My
Venom
eyes
Man.
fight.
People here.
No breaking through the dire structures for now.
Perfect initiation, honestly, from that block.
Forward.
Illusion. I mean, that's the beast. We saw him. He was
Nothing
a big
left
reason
of
why
the
he
other
was so
fella's
good at,
mid-tower.
ESL one from
Indeed.
Los Angeles, I believe. I think he stood in for that
Not
event
ready.
and then eventually became a permanent member.
Fast.
But yeah, like he's doing really good. Also, I want to point out this puck build of the Desolator. Sure. It looks very cool because it's similar to the way that Ember Spirits operate with this Desolator, with the phase shift attack. He's able to just get
I
his
move
standard
under attack.
and then the GP.
Over here.
Just caught it.
Yeah, so you
I
build
thought
that
as
definitely
much.
goes against this draft. I mean, Venom can be so scary, but as we saw, if you have like time to kill
Forward.
that Invoker before he can get his stuff going, pretty strong. Meanwhile, nobody's finally entering this game.
Once again, killing the Enchantress. Suzy just
Agreed.
always kind of out there, always putting himself between him and Unique, which makes him a fool.
Stupendous.
Here's ice.
The other fella's bottom tower.
Incredibly high
Nothing
on
but
the
shit
network.
right
So
now.
is Constantly Enchantress is first spirit.
Swift as wolves of ice.
As long as those boys are following, the end result is Terrorblade is going to beat everyone else in this
Into
game.
the breach.
So perfect plays. Another initiation onto that Venomancer. And not kicking him out this time. They fired him.
top tower here is doing so
Go ahead
good.
and try to save it as much as possible. Getting it back. Stops him out. Double kill coming out.
You move like a blue.
Look no more upon our face.
They got him, baby! And Troll Warlord,
Your
the
top
party
tower's
came
getting all
out,
banged up.
using his ultimate.
It's gonna be a Suzuya.
No. Fuel Scepter, easy counter. The rest of the team trying to help him out.
Your
as much as
top
they can.
tower's
Let's
hurting.
see where that's perfect. Perfect.
There goes your top tower.
The game looks
Back
quite,
instead.
quite
That is what you sound like.
Much like China building the wall, they must now do anything they can, but Mulan's not coming this time, my friends. Looking rough. I don't know history, I just saw the movie Mulan. I think that's
I know, like
historically accurate.
I was like, is this going to be a historical reference? Then Mulan came.
When will Mushu come?
There is the talking dragon. I thought
I
it was
feel
fun.
colder already.
Eddie Murphy, what happened? From Mushu to the clumps or whatever the hell that shit was called.
No.
Initiation on to the Venno yet
Indeed.
again. Another pick off. This Venno has just had no.
Yes.
That Great Wall is
Hate to be your mid-tower right about now.
Really have any
Here I come.
Them dire buildings
out
are
the
tough as
Venomancer.
nails
That's
for
why they
now.
made such an aggressive initiation there, because it's just annoying.
All
Your
right.
mid-tower ain't doing too well.
So they took as much effort as they could.
As Khan effortlessly
Swiftly.
murdered Spock.
Your mid-tower's in a bit of a bind.
To take this tower and push further, cementing their and my
Ah.
greatness. For I
Hate to be your
predicted them to be
mid-tower right about
champions
now.
Yet again, I am
I'm not
correct.
ready.
Your mid-tower's
Capitalist, your
gone.
comment
Forward.
on- Please.
Down.
Oh, Phil, it's
Oh my god. Unique. Can they pull the high ground?
I feel like an abyssal, I think.
Frost
Get
Ice.
away with this.
full power to the
Fangs
tower.
of Ice.
Make it shoot 3 bullets. Not happening here.
I move.
Fortification is down. And I'm not sure what's happening. Have they given up? To defend the racks now,
Indeed.
friends.
I think they thought they were going to go for the mid lane push.
No.
Fuck off and go for
Not
that.
the case.
Okay. Boys are pushing in on that bottom. Nice job by the puck keeping them at base. So Terrorblade can just tear
Into
up.
the breach.
Terrorblade really uncontested, really not really focused on it all, and now he is
Smoke.
Yes.
doing what Terrorblade's doing. This is the second double damage on this Deso puck.
Look
As they just tear
Swiftly.
Time for the Enterprise to activate its self-destruct.
To battle.
Oh no.
Everyone get to the escape vessels. Captain
Here I
going
come.
down with the ship. And that will be your GG Dota Capitalist as protected. My boys on Pawn decimating
Both teams
your
biding their time.
Double down.
Much
Agreed.
like there were multiple games to the Star Trek series, there were
not time
multiple
yet.
games to this series.
Yes.
And
I thought as much.
what happened in the...
I'll not argue.
You were saying
Okay.
I legitimately think that there's
chase
just
up.
a lot of things that
We
went
didn't
wrong
get it.
for
Into
them
the breach.
in the first
Back up,
like
back up,
10,
back up.
15 minutes. I would love for BCC to be a little bit more conservative, I would say, in its positioning as a Venomancer.
Faster.
Wait till you actually build up that net worth advantage before you position yourself in a come kill me territory, because they did that a lot.
And I think they
Not
might have played a few
yet.
of the cards in that one. The Terrorblade, you know, is kind of like, pick this Terrorblade in the trap.
I thought as much.
Kind of thing. Not sure they're going to fall for that again, so I wouldn't expect to see such a stomping in game 2, especially
I'll not
with
argue.
everything that we've seen from a team like Unique. But maybe our panel has some more to speak of in a
Yes.
non-biased way. So please, get on over, my beautiful panel.
That's good. Swiftly.
Soldier's fortune.
You can own me as long as you call
Stupendous.
me beautiful. Ooh, boo. All right, let's actually talk about
Ice. Take you.
game of the series. What you guys think? Because ultimately, talked up Unique a lot. Everybody thought that was going to be
Indeed.
a 2-0, and look at where we're at. Khan going to strike first blood.
Every couple days, I feel the need to just
Let's
rant
go.
a little bit. But I get flamed a lot
To
by
battle.
these European players for saying, you farm all game, go back to NA, something along those lines. And I'm usually just like a dark seer, and I'm like trying to ion shell people, maybe ion shell a creep wave.
Agreed.
I'm like, why are you guys flaming me for farming? I feel like I'm trying my best. And I've had at least 3 or
We
4
should
games
try and
where
kill
I
the
have a
jug.
hero
I
like
move.
Troll on my team, and the guy buys a battle period. And we're fighting 4v5 for the first
Here I come.
25 minutes of the game, and by the time he has any semblance of item, the game's already over. And we have not even come close to winning a single game like that. And I need to ask you guys, who of you thinks that battle period on Troll is a thing? I've seen it on like 3 or 4 top 200
The ice
players
will bite.
that are different players, and it's not even like, nothing about it looks good. It doesn't feel good.
Swiftly.
You compare it to an Anti-Mage. He's like really the only hero right
You
now
get
that
an A
can
on
battle.
disc.
Anti-Mage is going to be split pushing,
I'll
he's
not
going to be
argue.
taking towers, he's independent, he's hard to gank. Troll, it's like, he's pretty much going to be sitting in the triangle with a battle.
Agreed.
Like, that's what he's going to be doing. And he just literally offer nothing to your team. You don't make the opponent split up.
Indeed.
You don't make them like try to catch you because they always know where you are. So my rant is basically,
Into the breach.
am I watching I would love to see their draft ran back with this troll going like drums diffusal or some crap, you know, like some item build. Yeah, some item build that says, okay, well, we're gonna people, but Terrorblade, you know, he's a farming hero, but he went to Manta, right? Like, there's an item on a farming hero that lets you fight. Like, compare the items, right? It's Manta Scotty against Battle Fury Escalade. Who's gonna be more impactful? I don't know. It's like the big thing for me is you see this 5k advantage and you're like, oh, Troll's got his battle theory, he's gonna come back or whatever. That's just not how it works.
No, that's not the way the meta is right now. And we always talk about it, especially right now. And I've heard pros and everybody talking about it too. It's about your core right now. Like, it's all about your carry. And now your carry, who's supposed to be the end-all be-all is supposed to be about this guy. He goes for Battle Fury, and I actually felt like it wasn't even a good troll game anyway, because they picked it into Bloodseeker.
It's good with Oracle.
It
That's
can
what
work
we were
with
talking
Oracle.
about, but yes. Yeah, continue.
It seems like it can just be a tough game for him, but I feel like when you're picking troll, and then you go for Battle Fury, it's like, why did you just pick a different hero?
Group is
Sure,
5.
it works well with the Oracle, but then you're putting it into a position where it's not really a troll warlord anymore.
I didn't see that
You're not playing with your, you're not fighting with your Oracle if he's ever.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to harp on that one too, but they're just... He never was able to actually show up to fights. They showed up when they were actually able to actually show up to fights. He was useless. He couldn't actually. I saw him hitting Bloodseeker for like nothing. Look at him.
He gets Yules.
He's chasing.
I
He's
move.
I'm saying, like, his Yules and his ulti is useless.
Roshing right now.
That definitely did not like the item.
Man, that was a great rant. You know, at first I got a little bit nervous.
To battle.
Go Rosh. We need to
It was
test.
incredible. Or something. That was a fantastic.
I thought as much.
No, I feel like they put themselves on the back foot when they go for that. With this type of draft, they're gonna have to go for these fights. Like they picked a 4 Protect 1 on the side of Khan.
Yeah.
But like you said, TB gets Manta.
Here I come.
Yeah, 4 Protect 1. He's showing up to all these fights with his puck. He's also owning BL playing unbelievably well.
Forward.
The point I
Do
want to
it, it's half
emphasize is
health
that
now.
both teams are getting creeps, right? Like 80% of the game is not a fight. Like there's not going to be a fight at
solo
all
it.
times. But if one team is
Yes.
fight ready, anytime they feel like their abilities, their items, like even if Puck gets played, or just like some small timing and the Terrorblade has meta, they're going to go kill you once or twice. And suddenly that's going to turn into a 1 or 2k extra lead. They're going to have like, an extra tower off of it, maybe an extra creep camp of like the map that they can farm or something. That happens 3 or 4
Live, aren't
times,
you?
and suddenly the game's like a 10k lead. And you compare that to the troll map. Okay, troll, when are you ready? And I feel like when you go Battle Fury on troll in this meta, my answer if I was the troll would be next time.
Next item.
Like always
gonna
next
be
item,
next
you know? Like, oh, okay, I'm killing this. That's why.
Indeed.
Okay, they don't have an abyssal and I can kill people. But at this point, they're kind of tanky. I need that MKB to actually do it.
Your bottom tower's in a tight spot.
I've played it a few times, like these type of heroes.
Get out.
The
That's
reason why I
bad.
didn't like Bloodseeker prior to this patch because I was still trying to upgrade. I didn't like him because I was like,
I move. Let's go.
Very well. I'm a little bit worried because sometimes when teams aren't so comfortable together, you know, you hit the 20 minute mark, like hit great lane, great win for the game. They can start losing this game. They're not as comfortable as a team together, right? But Unique, they can't ever come together. So
Agreed.
Khan is able to dictate the whole pace of the game and do, like you said, they do whatever they want.
It's
They know
not
it's
time
never going
yet.
to be ready.
Wasn't nice.
Immortality is mine!
I wouldn't even say that was a rant, it was a seminar. Thank you. That was a very, very good way of looking at it. That wasn't a rant at all. I feel like rants are
This'll come in handy.
That was very logical.
Into the breach.
well, it's from frustrations in my game, especially when they raided me. For
Tower's really low.
And I see
Agreed.
players like this, I'm like,
If you grab the outpost, we can get there a lot quicker.
Radiant's toughened up their structures.
Swift as the
Dire
wind.
structures looking fortified.
because I said it was a rant, and
No,
I'm
it was
totally
fantastic. It was fantastic. I just don't think
I'm
it was
not
a rant. I think it was
ready.
a seminar. And when we look, when we look at this now, you know, we just had a seminar from BSJ, but it does look like Unique does need to go back to the black where they might get screwed again. We're gonna have to see if Khan's going to be able to take this one. We'll be jumping into the draft. I think you guys have already outlined a bunch of things
Let's
that we
go.
might want to see when we actually do get into the second game. And I feel like overall on the side of Unique, what are you looking for? Because
I
you've
move.
outlined- Because I mean, you guys
I
are saying
thought
this
as
is a
much.
team that can come out and steal
I'm
some
under
games
attack.
from the top.
Faster.
Invisibility!
I'll not argue.
Moving in right now, keep in mind as well. We finally made it to our bracket. It took like 37 weeks to get here. Like these
Here I
teams
come.
have definitely played everything that they needed to play. This is the cleanest bracket that you could potentially have. To come in and start
Into the breach.
throughout the series with Khan, it's a pretty big
Bot's
surprise.
gonna bot. The tower's gonna die.
So when I'm
Forward.
playing Dota and I'm trying to learn for myself, and like whenever I lose or whenever something goes wrong, I try to ask like, hey, what can I do
Swiftly.
for either next game or like the next team fight in the current game I'm playing? And sometimes I would actually love to know what top tier pros think about this kind of thing. I've never had the chance to discuss that subject, but I try to identify the most easily changeable things and the most significant things.
Oh, what I miss?
I don't try to oversimplify it, but I'm just like, I want to run this character back without still having a battle period. And I actually don't know what the game would look like.
I'm over here.
I'll not argue.
There's like the whole, how many factors of the game would change purely based on that.
The other fella's bottom tower's gone.
Right, so when you're talking about going into the next game,
down, you go.
The other fella's bottom rack. The other fella's left to do without that bottom rack.
I really don't care what the rest of their draft does. I think their draft was reasonable. It could have worked.
The other fella's lost in the tower.
Like their
They'll feel that in the morning.
No, yeah,
Into the breach.
There goes the other fella's mid-rags.
The way I look at going in the next game is just like,
Let's go.
The other fella's mid-rags won't be making trouble no
where I
more.
was like, you know, these tier 2, tier 3 teams, where I'm playing against like
I saw his move.
The other fella's bottom tower.
Here I come.
The other fella's top rags is done for.
But with this game, it's
The other fella's top rags ain't gonna pay. They got a reason to make it creeps.
It's all about your friend. That's why you see Oracle. Yeah, right? It's Oracle is all about taking your carry.
why Darkseer's good.
That's why Darkseer. That's why you like encryption.
I move.
Like all these heroes that enable your carry to be the best. They can't be. So I thought the game could have more, but it's not saying that you need to grab it fast. It just
Next arrow will find its mark.
The other fella's lost in the tower. There goes one of the other fella's mid-tower.
Going into fighting that. First brought up, there's so many different
Victory!
the different combinations that are inside of all of us. If given enough time, if you were able to